Hi everyone, my name's Anne Marie. Welcome to Card Making Project 599. Nearly there. So today we're going to make a gorgeous card using our Anna Griffin supplies, but two things in particular. Well, one thing in particular really. It's the Watercolour Floral Decoupage Card Making Kit. I've been asked how you can use it, and it goes for any of the decoupage card making kits. Use it and just add a bit of your own twist, and I'm hoping this video might help some of the new crafters that might have just purchased the kit or already have it and they haven't looked at it yet. I think it's one of my favourite card making kits and I love the amount of decoupage you get in it. Now we're only using one extra item, and the extra item is the Anna Griffin Card Making Compendium die set. If you don't have this, don't panic. This is only for the insert because we're going to do something different with the insert that you get with the in the kit. You might have nesting dies already in your stash. You might have other brands, other makes, other shapes, other sizes. Go for it. Try it. It doesn't matter. It's your card. You're making it. You can use whatever you like. And please don't feel guilty about using a different brand when you're using or making your Anna Griffin cards. If you need to use something other, do it. You've paid your cold hard cash for things. Why shouldn't you mix and match? So we're going to use two of the dies from, I don't know what this shape is called, but it is one of the prettiest. So we're using two from this selection for the insert. So everything I use apart from the die cut is from the Watercolour Floral Decoupage Kit. So check the blog for extra photos and the details about the kit and the dies. Normally I say everything will be listed on there. Well, it will be listed on there, but there just won't be a lot of everything. So this is our base card. It's a 7x5 inch card. It's included in the kit. And there's lots of different patterns that are included. I've picked a pretty one as a background, and I think this is going to work perfectly with what we're going to do. On the back of the cards, you've got your handmade by section. I've added my name and my project number. You don't have to add your project number or the date or anything, just add your name, and then the recipient will know who's made that card for them. This is a bone folder from the Anna Griffin tool collection, and I'm just simply going to run it along the edge of the card where it's folded, just to ensure that that is a nice sharp crease. And we're going to do the insert first. So this is a good idea, even though you get folded inserts in the card kit and you can just slot them in and they're good to go. Just taking it to the next step, I think. So I've cut the insert down and I'm starting with a piece of cardstock, which is actually from something that we're going to do for the front, where I've used another of the pattern cards that are in the kit, and I've cut the front of it away, and this was the back, because you can see my handmade by. So I've cut this down not to waste it. I've trimmed it down to 4.8 inches by 6.8 inches, and then I've just used out of my own stash a corner punch just around the corners for something different. I've inked it along the edge with one lipstick, which is the Distress ink from set 7, and then I can add the card into the centre to make the base of our insert, like so. So that's the first of our panel. Next, I've taken a piece of the gold satin cardstock that's included in the card making kit, and this is where I've die cut. I've die cut it into the shape. I've got flat tape on the back. I can peel the back of the tape away, and I'm just going to add this in the centre, roughly, just above the centre maybe, of our card, like so, and press it down. I've then taken the insert And instead of using it as the folded insert, I've die cut it using the slightly smaller die from the nesting set. And I've got flat tape on the back of this, and I can simply peel the double-sided tape back away and add this over the top of the previous layer, just marrying those layers up like so, and press it down. Now it looks great like that already, but what I've done is I've taken some of the decoupage flowers that's included in the kit. I've just added 2 layers together, and you follow the numbers that are on the back and just build up the decoupage. I've got this on flat tape. I'm not bothered that there's a layer there for the insert. I think it's just going to add to it. And I'm going to add the flower just over the top of the actual insert that we've just added, like so. Just positioning them just at the top. And now, it looked pretty before, but it looks really pretty now. So we've got lots of room for our to and our from and a little message, and it's going to match perfectly to the front. And we can see the gold from the layer, and that just really sets it off, I think. So now we can create the front of the card. So remember, everything now is from the actual card kit. So the first layer is the gold satin cardstock that comes in the kit. I've trimmed it down so that it's 4.8 by 6.8 inches. I have used a round corner punch from my own stash, and you can see where I've die cut the inside that we've used for the layer, so I've not wasted anything. I've got this on flat tape, and I can peel the back of the tape away and then position this on the front of our card like so. I've then taken a second card from the kit. I've cut away the back of it, and then I've trimmed around the edge to give it the shaped lace effect. I've got 3D foam on the back, and I'm going to position this over the gold layer that's behind on the base card, and then press it down like so. So we can already see the flash of gold behind it and that lace layer. Next, I've got another of the matte, well, it's satin gold cardstock layers. I've trimmed this down to fit inside the lace edge, inside this bit. There we go. And I can press that down like that, and that was just on flat double-sided tape. Next, I've taken another one of the cards that's in the kit, and I've cut out the lace edge, leaving the inner section on 3D foam, and then I can marry the layers up like so. There we go. Now at this point, before I add the flowers, this would be a great one if you were thinking masculine, because there's nothing on it that could be offensive to any men. There's no flowers, there's nothing flouncy. So you could add something that they're into, one of the sports or the trophies, etc., and add your sentiment. But you can see how the layers work so well together. But now we're going to add our next stage. In the actual Watercolour Floral Decoupage Kit, you get the panels with the florals on. And the florals on the panels marry up to the florals that's in the decoupage. So this is one of the panels that I've trimmed down to fit into the centre of our card. I'm taking the double-sided carrier sheet away to leave the adhesive on the back, and I'm simply going to position this inside our previous layer. and press that down. So that's a flat layer now. And it just looks so pretty. It looks as though it was all made together as one sheet. It just works. Next, this is where I've started taking some of the decoupage pieces, some of the elements. In the kit, there's some gold greenery. Gold greenery. It kind of contradicts itself, doesn't it? But it's all in gold. So the stickers, and I'm just going to position them across the base of the card. I'm using them as stickers, and I'm going to use a second one. There we go, just peel the back away and add the second one roughly about there, I would say. There we go, press it down. Now I've made some of the decoupage up like we did for the centre. Using the full pieces, there's all the instructions in the kit if you've never crafted before. It tells you which layer goes on top of which next layer, and you just marry the pieces together until you get your 3D flowers. So I'm going to position these over the top of the pattern that's on the card, like so. So I'm just marrying it up. There we go. And I'm then going to add a sentiment that again was included in the kit. And I'm going to position it just in one corner. There we go, just to the edge. And a little bow, I should say a large bow, just underneath the sentiment. And that is our card finished. We can see the gorgeous layers that we've built up underneath the florals. And it's just so pretty. The gold and the pastels. The insert matches perfectly. There's not too many layers, so it'll go in the normal envelope. It stands up perfectly. And I just think the colour scheme, the pinks and the gold, and then the green just works so well. And that's just using the kit itself, and I think taking it just to the next step, rather than just opening it and using it as it is. It's just a little bit of cutting out and layering, and you get something that's even more unique, should we say. Please check my blog for extra photos. Please, share with your crafty friends, give me the thumbs up, and I love hearing from you. And I would just like to say stay safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time for the big 600.